Today we'll be talking about Alexander the Great, his life, his conquests, his empire, and ultimately his death. The story starts in the Macedonian kingdom. Although located just north of Greece, Macedonia was light years behind. In 359 BC, Philip II took the throne at the age of 23. He had long despised the Greeks and set out to transform his rugged mountain workers into a powerful fighting force. Assured of his success, Philip quickly set his sights on Greece. In 338 BC, the Macedonian military invaded Greece, and Greece quickly lost their independence to Macedonia. Philip next planned to take Persia, only he never got to because, sadly, only 2 years after conquering Greece, Philip was murdered at his daughter's wedding, and his son, Alexander, declared himself king at the young age of 20. Alexander wanted to carry out his father's dreams of Persia. So, in 334 BC, Alexander led his soldiers into Anatolia. The Persian army that faced them, with Darius as their general, was much larger, yet Alexander destroyed their army with his cavalry leading. This humiliation of Darius led to a series of battles between the Persians and the Macedonians, taking place in Gaugamela and Mesopotamia. It was during these battles that Alexander found a thirst for Darius III's life. Although he did not get to kill Darius, he did conquer Persia and burned the capital down, which would have made his father very happy. Not catching Darius seems to be the only blemish in Alexander's career. With that minor failure behind him, Alexander looked forward to expanding his kingdom. In 236 BC, Alexander and his army reached the Indus Valley. 200 miles past the valley, protests and complaints turned up. On their long military conquest, they had endured scorching deserts and miserable rain. It was clear, as much as Alexander wanted more, the soldiers couldn't take it anymore. They had been away from home for 11 years and were almost 11,000 miles away from Macedonia. The great conqueror finally surrendered, and the army headed for home. In the spring of 323 BC, the Macedonian army had reached Babylon. Finally, Alexander was ready to rule his kingdom. However, with the catastrophic turn of events, Alexander ended up dead a few days later from a fever at 32 years old. Seleucus, Ptolemy, and Antigonus split up Alexander's empire and created their own new kingdoms. In conclusion, Alexander's life was short-lived, but it greatly impacted many. Alexander's kingdom fell apart very quickly, yet the new Persian ways he had adopted over his conquests blended with the Greek settlers throughout the empire and created the vibrant Hellenistic culture.